Greetings from Yogyakarta. Hello, my name is Vania Sharleen. You can call me Vania, and I am from Duta Wacana Christian University. I've been teaching subject religious education and also civic education. So welcome to Summer Camp Visual Ethnography held by Duta Wacana Christian University and also Undira Bali. So in today's session, I will share to you guys about visual ethnography in social media. And by the way, my background study is theology, and I don't know why the committee asked me for the second time to talk about visual ethnography in social media. Maybe just because I like to post the Instagram story, or maybe I like to take a photo and also making a short video. But since I was in graduate program in theology, I also learned about popular culture, about media, about social media, how it play in our culture. So in maybe 20 until 30 minutes, I will share to you guys my experience and also a bit knowledge about visual ethnography in social media. And my presentation, my outline of presentation contain of theory and fact. I will share to you guys about a bit fact and figures, and also we will learn through case study. And for the beginning, I would like to show you a short brief article, and please do skimming. You can pause it for 50 seconds, do skimming or read it fast. And I will ask the question, how many information do you get? For only 15 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. Okay. So let's move to another slide. And if you see the slide, it shows infographic that comes from the same news as previous one. So comparing to the last one, which one more interesting? Which one more interesting to read? Which one more eye-catching? I think we all agree that the second one with the color and infographic is more eye-catching. Why? The second one is more easy to understand the whole information. Even though the first one and the second one contain the same information, the same fact, but we tend to like the second one because through color and pictures, we also it makes us easier to produce the information. For instance, the 700,000 transgender people in the United States with the map, the picture of the map of the United States, so we can understand. Oh, that is America, that is United States, and there are 700,000 transgender people in there. And also the information delivered to us through a different size of font. So the 19% is bigger than the detailed information. So we can easily spot, oh, there are 19% women have been incarcerated, but that numbers is 3 times higher trans women of color. If we compare to the last, it's hard to find where is the 19%. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, on the 5 lines. Okay, so this is just a background, and I think you guys also already learned about how important the visual and what is visual ethnography to the through another video. And through this mini experiment, I want to show show to you that some facts, some fun facts. That infographic improve reading comprehension by 50%. And reading comprehension increased by 70% when colors is used in visual. If we go back to the last slide, they use color blue, pink, and white intentionally. There are a reason why the person make an infographic choose these three colors, because these three colors, blue, pink, and also white, is a color of transgender. So there are a reason behind. And the second fact, the use of color in visual makes us 80% more motivated to read the content. If there are two news, the first one is full text and the other one with the photo, with the colors, with the video, which one do you choose to read? Of course, the second one. And the last fact, visual increase learning and information retention by 78%. Yeah. And I remember this is quite funny for me, because several days ago, my friends, my colleagues, she is older than me, and she asked me, Vania, why every information nowadays in social media should delivered through video with a beautiful woman, and like do this to make an information. So the text will show over here when she pointed there, and I said that, wow, that for older generation that is quite odd or quite new, because they don't use platform, for instance TikTok or maybe Instagram. And I said, yeah, because that is how we engage with younger generation. They will listen or they will read the information. If they're beautiful woman, try to give an information through dancing or through pointing out something. And this is very interesting, because the one who asked is come from the older generation. And because today theme is social media, I will show you a fact that visual content engage best on social media. And 80% transmitted to the brain is visual. So it's more easy we understand the information if there something visual over there. And then 40% of people will respond better to visual information than plain text. And the last one, 96.7% believe that visual content engage best on social media. And the question is, why visual is very important before we going deeper to social media? Because visual are processed 60,000 times faster than text. 60,000 times faster than text. So this is quite interesting, and so maybe if we want to teach our children, maybe you guys already have children, or maybe me in higher education want to teach my student, I always use picture, because picture speaks louder and also faster than a text. Maybe for a text we need a whole paragraph, but one picture can speak many message. And this is also I found in a book of Sarah Pink entitled Doing Visual Ethnography. Pink said, I quoted per se, images are everywhere. The visual is inextricably interwoven with our personal identities, narrative, lifestyle, culture, and society, as well as with definition of history, time, space, place, reality, and truth. And ethnography research is likewise intertwined with visual technologies, images, metaphors, and ways of seeing. And speaking of image, on the next slide, I will show you the short video about evolution of photography and videography. Yeah. Okay, through the video, we can see that there are a long history about the evolution of photography and also videography. And if we can see the timeline that's shown in your slideshow, as time goes by through history, the camera is getting smaller, 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 and smaller. And now you can take a picture through your smartphone. And the result is, if I can say, is good as good as digital camera. It depends how your skill and the angle and also your type of smartphone. And also 24/7, we always bring our smartphone everywhere, right? And this is also the reason why we have to include the social media when we talk about visual ethnography. So in the beginning, of my presentation, we do the small experiment of ourselves with the comparison between visual and text. And if we are going further talking about social media, what do the social media has to do with our discussion today? If we can move that social media provide information through not only visual, not only text, but also audio. So we don't have to choose either visual or text, but we can combine the visual thing, the audio, and also the text. And this makes social media interesting to use. And if I can say, this is a whole package, and this is that makes social media interesting to all the users, including us. And speaking of facts, 428.73 million, Southeast Asia is home to the second highest number of social media users. By the way, Indonesia, Yogyakarta, Bali is part of Southeast Asia country. And I will show you some fact. In Indonesia, guys, in 2022, the user engagement of TikTok increased 67%, if you can see on the right one. Maybe we grow in society that we play we use the different social media. For instance, when I was in junior high school, the most popular social media platform is Friendster. And when I going up to higher senior high school, the most favorite social media is Facebook. And nowadays, the most interesting social media platform is TikTok. Why? Compared to Instagram, which is decreased, you can see the fact Instagram decreased 6%, meanwhile TikTok increased 67%. Why? We move to another slide, because social media is about people. Social media is about us. So I try to see the reality, and I think why everyone like to use TikTok. I think because TikTok users feels more comfortable on the platform and even excited to engage with one another rather than Instagram. And the users, TikTok users, enjoy their time on TikTok, and they are delighted by the unique content they find, and they feel safe to expressing themselves with their own content. If we see on Instagram, nowadays there are a lot of people do the hate comments and something, etc. And and as time goes by, TikTok come and become booming, and the users think, oh, this is a safe place to be themselves. It's okay, they want to dance or they want to crying. And then they share it to the social media through the TikTok. And TikTok suit people who with short attention span. So social media is about people, and people nowadays, especially younger generation, have a shorter attention span rather to other generation. And again, we live in instant culture, which everyone like to consume a content in short duration. They don't like to read a long time. They want to gain instant information by the short time. And next, social media is less about technology and more about anthropology, sociology, and ethnography. This is interesting because why this has become important to discuss. First, younger generation as a digital native are being raised in this digital environment, and they are starting to use social media tools as their primary form of communication. So because they are digital native, the way they communicate to others is through social media, and the second one from older generation, they also well known as digital migrants. So they are not born with digital things, but they do the migration. And as a digital migrant, also they jump into social media to do their business. Yeah, for instance, digital marketing, use influencer, use celebgram to sell their product. And now we are going deeper to the discussion about social media. I want you to answer the question: how many social media account do you have, or maybe how many social media application on your phone, or maybe you have two phone. This is also interesting because yesterday I went to one school, senior high school, and they said that I have not second account, Twitter or Instagram, but this is the fourth account they have. So they have fourth account of Instagram. This is quite new for me, but this is very interesting to do the research about why do they have 4 Instagram account for one person. And I want to ask, what are the main reason you use social media? Based on the data from Hotsuite, favorite social media platform, the highest one still WhatsApp, and then the second one is Instagram, the fourth Facebook and WeChat, and then so on and so forth. Maybe how many platform or application of social media do you have from this one? Yeah, I have also, of course, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, yeah, but not in my phone. I don't want to download it. It's so boring. And TikTok, I have TikTok, and then Twitter, Telegram, yeah, Snapchat, not really. Discord. Now it's going bigger because of the pandemic era that we have to communicate to each other through online. And there are reasons why people using social media. The first one is for staying in touch with friends and family. So I think that everyone follow their family and friends, and oh, now my friend is on Bali staycation. Okay, now my family is having his or her birthday through the celebration that they post on their feed or through their story. And why people using social media, filling their spare time, reading news stories, finding funny or entertaining content, seeing what being talked about. So there are a culture called FOMO, fear of missing out. So everyone want to know everything, anytime. So this is also interesting, and so on and so forth. You can see it in the slide. And yeah, we move to the case study. I will give you 2 case study that we will learn about how visual ethnography in social media works. If we talk about selfie is so millennial. Everyone do the selfie. Either they post it on their social media or not. But selfie is a must. And the selfie is an integral aspect to socializing, interacting, and being seen by others online. And on the next slide, I will show you a video. It's about a person who documenting their self through the video, because he's been doing a transition hormone. So we will learn how social media has a huge impact.
Hey guys! So this week was my 1-year anniversary on YouTube, and so today I will be talking about
showing the process and changes that I go through as I transition from female to male. But tomorrow is my first endocrinologist appointment. Hey guys, so today I am 2 weeks on testosterone.
This is my voice 1 month on T. This is my voice 1 month on T. This is my voice almost 2 months on T.
Hello! I'm 2.5 months on T today. So, yeah. 2 months, between like 2 months and 4 months is where you start noticing changes. And I've been noticing changes. Today is August 18th, Sunday at 1:38 in the morning. I am a little over 2.5 months on T.
Hey, do you see it? Do you know what that means?
Today marks 3 months on T.
This is my voice 4.5 months on T. This is my voice 5 months on T.
And that brings us to today, where I am 1 day from being half a year on T. So, that's a pretty big accomplishment for me, I guess. And the reason that I wanted to make this video is because A, the voice is the first thing that changes, and B, because for my 6th month I really wanted to make some sort of comparison video, but I want to save an actual timeline video for when I'm 1 year on T, just so that I have enough stuff to compare and make it really good and stuff. So yeah, but voice comparisons are funny because, you know, I can be talking like this or I can be talking like this, and they're two completely different tones. So you really just have to find where you're talking just honestly and you're not like this or like this. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching my little 6-month video voice comparison thingy. Yeah, but thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next Thursday.
So this video shows us that to the hormone transition, which has impact to his voice getting heavier and heavier. And if we talk about selfie, this is the first case. If we are talking about selfie generation is not talking about a beauty of the picture or the beauty of the video or the editing video or the filter, but through social media, the selfie thing represent someone identity. So remember on the previous slide I said that social media is not about technology. It's about people. It's about culture. It's about identity. And when we say people, social media is about people, it means that we can see social media through lens of ethnography. Quoting Sarah book in her book entitled Situating Everyday Life, she said that everyday life, daily life, and activism are often studied in isolation from each other. So this is daily life, situation life, and then this is activism. And the everyday from based on Sarah Pink said that the everyday has tend to be associated with the mundane, the routine, and the hidden or at least unnoticed. And activism in contrast has been linked to the public, explicit, explosive, sometimes even glamorous element of political life. But through social media, we can see that activism is also speaks through their daily life. Especially from this case study, we're talking about gender identity, specific transgender or a female to male gender. I remember a few years ago I conduct a research related to FTM, transgender, in Indonesia through social media, and the result is why they post their photo or video in their social media. The reason is to increase the visibility of trans men, even though it will make them more vulnerable, because as we know that transgender people, LGBT people in Indonesia is not fully accepted, and it makes them more vulnerable to come out as, hello, I'm a trans. But they said that visual representative on social media makes their identity as a trans more visible. So they can reach out, they can communicate with another trans people in Indonesia, and they make a community. This is the research I think on 2016, which there are still small number of transgender who came out in public. So through the first case, selfie generation, we can learn that daily life can also speaks about culture, about identity, about many things. And then now we will move to the second case. The second case, if you see in the slide, there are two photos. Photo A, the woman who's smoking, and the B, the man with sunglasses, looks so cool, and also do the same activity, smoking. The question is, what is the difference between photo A and photo B? Do you feel any different between photo A and photo B? Because when I see this picture, I remember a memory when I was a child. Maybe this meme represents my experience. I don't know this speaks to you as well or not, but in this meme, in bahasa of course, let me translate. Perempuan mendapatkan stigma for women. So there are two people smoking, and the man tells the woman, "Hey, you, a woman, smoking is not good for you. It's not good for your health, and you are such a bad woman." And the woman, while smoking, she answered, "Huh? So what? Smoking is not good as well for men though, not only for women." And this is quite funny for me because this picture captured the reality. When I was a kid, the society, my family, my religious community, in school, through my teacher always taught me that woman who's smoking is a bad woman. That's why woman, as a woman, you are forbid to smoke. And a man who smoke, mostly when I was a kid, a man who smoke, mostly they already married and have a child, and look as quote unquote kebapaan. Kebapaan in English maybe fatherly, or seen as a good father figure. So through this perspective, I would like to rethinking about, is it woman who's smoking is negative? Because through TikTok nowadays, because this is funny because last month I accompany my friend. She's a girl, already married, already have a child, and she asked me to accompany her to buy a vape mod. I bring it, I borrow, like this, and then the seller said that, wow, why are you doing vaping, smoking digital, not digital, electronic smoking? And then my friend said, yeah, because I like it. I used to a smoker, she said, but because now I already have a child, have a 2 years old boy, so I decided to move to electronic cigarette because less smoke, and it's contain not a smoke but like aerosol or something. So it's okay if you smoke with electronic cigarette inside the room or inside the house. And then the seller said that, oh, you have the reason, and you have a strong reason why, because nowadays younger generation, especially women, he said that they tend to use electronic cigarette just to show off, or this is part of a trend. And me and my friend asking, really? And then the seller say, yeah, you just can see it through the TikTok just by typing on the search with a keyword pot or maybe vaping, and then I check it and I will show you the video. Okay. Okay. Man with the hijab use electronic cigarette, and then the second one.
I'm sorry, I didn't order a glass of your opinion.
Second video, the woman used an audio. I don't care of your opinion, and then the text is using pot or smoking using electronic cigarette. Yeah, you're so bad, something like that. And then the woman tried to break the stigma. I don't care of your opinion. When we talk about the phenomena of cigarette or smoking as activity, but it's already shows on in social media, and it's talk not only about an activity of smoking, but it's talk about the culture that can be changed through time. And if you can see in social media by how they choose either cigarettes or hand roll cigarettes or electronic cigarette, it represent their social classification. It's talk about a class. Yeah, this is not a thoroughly observation, it's just a glance. But as I can see, upper middle class tend to choose e-cigarette rather than hand roll cigarettes. And my friend, most of activists use an hand roll cigarettes. I don't know the reason why, but I can see their smoking activity through social media. How they do the hunting of some tobacco, or maybe how they show how many e-cigarette they have, which liquid they prefer to use. It shows on the social media. And lastly, to break the bias and stereotype that women also fine to smoke. When I was a kid, it's like kind weird, or maybe the woman who's smoking seen as a bad woman. And if we need to, yeah, of course we need to see and examine this phenomena thoroughly, because I have a concern, and I assume at the end it's not only talk about break the bias that women can also smoke, but yeah, it's talk about capitalism that to make a bigger profit. So yeah, it's okay, women can smoke because we can sell cigarette more to the audience. And this is very interesting phenomena to discuss, and I think we don't have much time. I just share my observation to you, and you can discuss in your own groups. And at the end, I will make a brief conclusion to summarize our topic, visual ethnography in social media. First, social media is not it's not just a part that extended ourselves. Social media is part of how we communicate with others in daily basis. The reason, remember the chart, the reason why people use the social media, it's not only the extended of ourselves, but it plays a big role in our life. And then the second one, through social media, we can collect the data and examine some interesting phenomena related to the cultural studies, through gender studies, through economic, such as capitalism, and so on and so forth. So social media can give us a visual and also through audio about some phenomena that live in different culture in different times. So this is an interesting part to do the research. So I will end the session. If the philosopher René Descartes said that I think, therefore I am, which imply as a human existentially being, I am able to think, therefore I exist. So this is a philosophical proof of existence based on the fact that someone capable of any form thought necessarily exists. But in social media, through social media, the rule and the philosophy is I post, therefore I am. So thank you.